Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged. This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely, I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, winning ain't toxic. Shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged. This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm I'm that dude, bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace, built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making these look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Got a gold record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone, like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, winning ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss-ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes, to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged. This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude, bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace, built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making these look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Got a gold record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone, like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss fish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the early move. The random drive does 9 on 2-3. The major has been smart to be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my
Good evening everyone and welcome back to Waylander Gaming. Tonight it is Conquerors of Dawn Group B stages. Super excited. First matchup is going to be Fantasy up against Hexadecimals. So this matchup has been sponsored by Solar for Day. Everybody, welcome to the stream and thank you. Let's go. On the panel tonight, it's me, Lotus, and Sepulgar. So it's definitely going to be a fun one. My network doesn't have any problems, so there will be no delays on the upload. However, there will be a delay within the match, but that's standard operations. I see the captain from Fantasy just quickly popped off. But we will start with this match as soon as possible. Seppi, Lotus, how are you guys feeling tonight?
All right, Mr. Scarp, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to see what some of the other Madagascan teams have to offer here when it comes to this tournament. Obviously, we know quite a lot at this point about what Tatsuki gave us. Definitely, they were strong. So, look, maybe they can avenge their brothers that got knocked out of Group A over here. But they are against Fantasy, right? So that's going to be not an easy feat to do because Fantasy are a top contender within MSA. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, indeed. So, just unfortunately, that Equinox did forfeit from the tournament. So, Group B will only have 3 teams. So, it's going to be a battle of the threes, I suppose. With that being said, Al Cartel is getting a free pass tonight, picking up 3 points. But yeah, each team will get that free pass. So, let's see how that does play out.
Definitely, and it's also gonna be extremely exciting tonight. So I can't wait to see the upcoming action.
Alright, and off we go into the official contest. So, you will get to hear my voice tonight. I know there was only partial segments of me speaking last night, but that was due to technical difficulties. But Netflix, with the first ban for the side of hexadecimals.
Well, why don't you get that voice to work with Lotus here for the draft here?
I got you, bro. I got you. Zushin being the first ban for the side of hexadecimal. So, into the coin toss, hexadecimals did win the coin toss and opted for the first pick. Fantasy responding with the Lancelot ban.
Well, Zushin is actually not someone that would be considered the first ban worthy, but she is definitely still the most annoying mage, second to none. And Lancelot, even despite the recent nerfs, he's still strong. But Joy getting banned out.
So OP Roscoe PUBG, right? Just a quick one. You will see I did respond to your message. We are running a dual stream, so we've got MLBB and PUBG up for everyone's entertainment tonight. You are currently on the wrong stream, bro. So you just need to go check out. Click on the channel, and you will see there's a PUBG stream as well. So just go check it out and just pop into the right stream, bro, and you will sort it out. Joy and YSS, second bans.
So it does seem that Fantasy wants to clear the jungle of any OP junglers right now, but there's still a Hayabusa, it's still the Roger. But Glue getting banned up from the side of hexadecimals. Glue has been a really big problem recently in the 5-man scene.
Yeah, definitely.
So with Blitzo getting the next ban before we go into the picking phase, what do you think the side of hexadecimals will try to focus on first? The junglers or the XP laners?
I think currently XP is pretty much up for contest. I'm just following the trend that I saw with the previous nights. So definitely XP for the contest here. If we're looking at the jungle and getting it so wrong, as anti-hero does pick up Zetian as first pick for the side of hexadecimals. I mean, that does leave a few OP heroes open for Fantasy. My question is, are they going to pick up their signature heroes for this first matchup, as we do see Baxia is currently being reflected here from Scar?
Basha is a pretty strong hero right now. A bit, sorry, on the situational side, but he has almost left such a big impact on the jungle and the game as much as a Glue.
Well, I mean, Baxia is not just generally picked up in the jungle role. Baxia has been played on the roam role as well. I mean, Baxia is an anti-heal hero, as we do see Cupcake does pick up Uranus and Scar does settle with the Baxia. So it seems like Fantasy will be going for a full sustain lineup here. If we're looking at the Revitalize getting picked up by the Baxia. So hexadecimals, they definitely need to look at the picking up that anti-heal items as first or second items, just to maintain that sustainability coming in from the Uranus and the Baxia as well.
Sweet adventures.
Definitely, but Jinx going for the floor and also giving a lot of sustainability to the side of hexadecimals. And okay, I might push sure the name. Okay, Hexcycle going for the Fredrin. Do you think a Fredrin up against Basha and Uranus would work?
look, Fredrin is one of those heroes that can take a hefty punch and sustain a lot of damage, but looking at the Faramis also getting picked up, it's going to be difficult. The Fredrin is he's a good pick, but not against this matchup.
I agree with you because right now there's a lot of sustainability going to the side of Fantasy, and both teams are actually starting to sacrifice a bit of the damage. If Hexadecimal doesn't get damage heroes, they're gonna get cooked by a bunch of damage soakers.
That is indeed the case, as we do see Fantasy does ban out the 1-1. So not looking to face up against the 1-1. I mean, we did see some 1-1 plays last night, or the previous night. So 1-1 is definitely still, even though she receives a lot of hate and a lot of nerves, she should be respected regardless, as we do see Hexadecimals does get rid of that higher booster. So, yeah, no Shadowfall.
Let's go.
And Aerithal also getting banned out by the side of Fantasy, definitely making sure to not put their extremely sustainable heroes in trouble, because Aerithal also has that passive where she breaks your armor or weakens your armor.
Yeah, which is called the Armor Buster. So Aerithal, it's a good ban, but that also does leave the Granger open for Fantasy, especially with that Aerithal being banned out. And Granger could be a good pick.
Pain is the proof that I'm
Definitely,
still alive.
but surprisingly enough, Hexadecimals goes with a Brody ban instead of a Granger ban. They also might be looking to pick up Leslie, as we saw earlier, because Leslie deals a lot of damage to tanks, especially like a Uranus or a Basha, but currently showing the Nathan.
Yeah, look, I hear you with regards to the Leslie. It's just, unfortunately, the thing that Hexadecimals does need and require from their side is a damage dealer that has that attack speed, and Leslie doesn't grant that. Leslie is not really good with the draft that Hexadecimals currently has, but looking at Nico and Nefrix showing us Xborg and Honeybee.
Honeybee does give attack speed, but a carry could also actually work better here.
Give me a
But
target.
they do go for the Leslie, funny enough.
This land is our homeland.
As well as the Lapu. So we will see that the bravest fighter into the mix for the side of Hexadecimals. Lapu is currently a strong XP laner, as we do see Rin goes for the high loss. So that would give Fantasy the speed, the movement speed that they need, and especially going for that full tank lineup. It's going to be a difficult night for Hexadecimals. I'm definitely going for low skill heroes for the side of Fantasy, taking into consideration the ping that they will be playing with. But, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the draft, right, it's great team scale. So should your product. Solo for Day designs and builds apps that starts fast and scales clean, from UI UX to web and mobile development and integrations. Book your free consult at soloforday.com. So, into the first match of the evening we go. Seppi, what are you looking at when you're looking at these two teams' drafts, and which draft are you favoring? Oh my.
Welcome to
Mamma mia. Here we go.
I was
again.
muted. Okay, I'm sorry. I was talking to myself here. Listen, we're looking at what is it?
Hexadecimals.
Hexadecimals. They got a little confusing name here. I'm sorry. I won't forget that anymore. We're looking at that draft. They've got a pretty classic draft of a Fredrin core, Orin for sustain, and then also they've got this Lapu on the EXP lane, which is going to add that nice little bit. But it's always a bit difficult giving a statement on a team like this that they and then they pick a Leslie, right? It can sort of work, right? Because sure, they secure the early game and Leslie can down to late game, but then you're missing out on a marksman that's going to be able to go along with you in the early game aggression. And a real quick thing about on the side of Fantasy, their draft is extremely tanky, right? You've got 3 tanks on their team. The damage is not going to be there too much in the mid game because Granger is not going to be able to do the damage till late. So I feel like, you know, it's just a situation where, you know, early game hexadecimals and late game going to be Fantasy.
Yeah, well, I mean, they hexadecimals, like you mentioned, bro. They definitely need to capitalize on the early game advantage that they've got. Yeah, it's going to be difficult for them if as soon as Fantasy starts getting those builds up. But we do see the wheel spin coming in from Rin here, but he doesn't engage onto Jinx or Nico.
I mean, Fantasy's like a really good early game though. I'm not going to discount that. I mean, they've got triple tank core, right? So they're not going to be dying pretty much that easy. So I think it's all up to Fredrin. It's up to this Hex Psycho over here. He's going to get a little bit of stuff done early on here. It's going to be Scar popping him that Revitalizer. Praises Wrath does land onto the floor. Scar's going to maybe make it out of this with 1 HP. Should one do one more first skill from Fredrin, we'll finish off the job, and that's first blood going to the hexadecimals. I'm just going to call them HD.
Oh, you can just call them Hex, bro.
Or Hex, yeah.
Yeah, so
but that is going to be looking at the side of both teams. They do want to be contesting this turtle. Blitzo is available to sort of get his team in position with this. He's not so tanky, right? Blitzo, he's a bit squishy at this point in the game with the Uranus, but we are going to see Rex a little bit AFK, but he's doing what I did the other night, sort of just baiting around a little bit here. He is level 4, does have that Bravest Fighter available. We are going to see Ryan going in with that ball right there to be able to secure that kill onto the Lapu Lapu. There's the glorious path where the red carpet has been dropped, as well as Blitzo finishing off the backline kill against Anti-Hero. A nice Praises Wrath coming in from Psycho, but will not finish off the kill onto Cupcake. That is going to be a great fight, including a blue buff for the side of Fantasy.
Yeah, that was a 3-for-0 exchange inclusive of the turtle. I mean, we're looking at it just past the 3-minute mark. We do see the engagement here in the blue buff jungle continuing. Oh, Frederick getting the Praises Wrath and getting a kill as well as Lapu Lapu. So that's a 2-for-0 exchange in a trade-off. But Blitzo, we will see him falling. Make that a 3-for-0 as Fredrin does pick up a double kill.
Man, I thought that was a pretty good, like a pretty safe blue buff raid there, but obviously not. They had the return with the aggression there, and a beautifully land stun coming in from Nefrix. The Lapu Lapu with the Bravest Fighter, so set his team up real nice for that. So looking at a pretty even game actually at the current moment. Both teams are playing their aggression in the way they want to, but you know, it's like when you put you know, 2 titans against each other with all the power in the world, you know, only one of them is going to come out on top here.
Yeah, it's going to be a glorious battle regardless. So past the 4-minute mark, we do see Hexadecimals having the 1 kill advantage, and off screen we do see Uranus getting the kill onto Lapu Lapu, but we do see Fantasy coming for this engage here onto the bot lane.
It's going to be a nice start coming in from the floor in here. Fredrin doing quite a lot of damage, but there's the Netherrealm protecting Cupcakes. Nicely protected against that Praises Wrath here. Cupcakes going to be able to get out of this one. Hot Psycho, Hex Psycho is going to try and go in a little bit right now. Not going to be able to get too much done here. He's running out of HP quite fast. I think, yeah, just let's talk quickly about that kill in the top lane right there. I don't think that should be happening ever. Nefrix needs to respect that the Uranus is now starting to be very, very strong, and he was not really allowed to fight him without that Bravest Fighter.
Yeah, well, bro, Uranus pretty much getting fed early on, 3-1-1. We will see some of his core items popping off very soon. We do see that he's going with that Twilight armor first.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that one. But I mean, it's good against Leslie, right? But a bit early to be thinking about Leslie right now, but Either way, we are going to look at Blitzo holding down that front line quite well. 4v1 essentially. Turtle does get reset. We're going to look at Cupcakes going in with that Ghost Burst. Is doing quite a lot of damage to the back line. Uranus comes in as well. Red Carpet dropped with the Nether Realm as well on top of it. Going to protect the side of Fantasy quite well, but are they going to be able to live through this Brave Spider? Blitzo is falling down quite low. The Turtle is falling down as well. Who's going to get the red tree? It's going to be Coco Pops taking out Jinx, and Ryan gets the retribution on that Turtle. Nice pullback coming in from that Faramis. Going to be able to secure the kill onto Psycho, and maybe Coco Pops going to be able to go in with the Granger Pops to go aggressively. Not going to be able to finish off the kill onto and yeah, I mean, Fantasy, that was a pretty even trade when it came to kills, but they came out on top. They got the Turtle with one extra.
Yeah, bro, but I mean, did you look at all that sustain coming through from the team fight, bro? This is going to be crazy, as we do see Leslie did take down a tier 1 turret in the bot lane, but Fantasy does respond with a tier 1 turret in the mid lane. So that does open the map slightly in favor to them.
Yeah, this is going to test my casting skills here because until Granger and Leslie get items, their fight will be so long because both teams are just going to be sustaining themselves for ages and ages. From the Uranus, Fredrin, Florin, and Hylos, and Faramis, all of these heroes, they just keep themselves alive. You're going to look at the Praise's Wrath coming down from Scar Glory's pathway, going to be able to keep himself alive for now, but look at that ultimate snipe coming through. It is going to be the Netherarm. Just might have not needed to pop the Netherarm there, but it was, you can always play it safe.
Well, it was a close call for Coco Pops and for the Hylos, because it was one ultimate snipe away, and either one of them would have fallen. Coco Pops just taking away the hit, as we do see Buxia getting that engagement onto Jinx. Zetian does take a lot of damage, however the engagement is onto Fredrin, but Fredrin will be going away from that engagement as Nico Leslie is also into the mix here. Will Fantasy put the chase on here? Will they catch Hex Decimals here? As that we do see the Glorious Pathway has been committed. The Revitalize on the Hylos has been committed as well. Oh, it's currently a 1-for-0 exchange. As we do see, Uranus is taking a lot of damage from the Lapu Lapu. But if Fantasy is continuing this fight, I mean, they are running with the double Revitalize as that Netherrealm comes through. But the Tsunada does land onto Fredrin as well as Florin. It's currently... Oh, we see a Maniac!
Oh, my lord.
Oh, my word. You can always count on a mage to steal your Maniac or Savage. But full team wipe going in favor of Fantasy.
I mean, I did not expect that fight to go in this favor of Fantasy there. It was looking pretty rough. The Lapu Lapu got a crazy good set again with the Bravest Fighter, but that Netherrealm just turning the fight completely on its head, and ended up being a full team wipe as well. So Fantasy, they're really happy with that one. That's going to make them pretty solidly in the lead when it comes to this game here. Also, we're seeing 3 Twilight Harvests picked up for the side of them. So they are not going to really care too much about Leslie here, but Coco Pop's in a bit of danger. It's going to try and get away, gets forced up by the Predator. That's going to be the Granger down. There's going to be that Bloom coming in from that Florin, going to be able to sustain him a little bit, but Psycho's falling down quite low, especially since he's got that anti-heal coming in from that Bashir. Cupcake wants to go in a bit more fury. The Phoenix drops on the floor right there. Blitzer wants to try and catch on the side. It's run out of mana, actually. There's no mana available to keep the chase up.
That's just unfortunate. Yeah, just Granger getting caught out by that taunt from Fredrin on his third skill. That's what cost him the fight. But yeah, you can see with the damage dealers not being in here, as we do see Faramis taking a lot of damage. However, Uranus does pop the Revitalize, but Faramis has been taken out, as we do see the Praise's Wrath coming in from Fredrin. Oh my word, this team fight is continuing. Glorious Pathway has been committed to allow Seep to get out from Fantasy, but we do see Fredrin catching Rin, and Buxia will be down. Blitzo in a lot of danger at this point, but we do see Granger into this mix as well. Faramis getting a kill. Oh my word, bro, this is like back and forth with the kills exchange.
Yeah, I told you, the fight's long, hey? I mean, the fight's still going. Scar needs to be protected from the ultimate snipe here. Manages to get out with the help of his teammates here. Oh, but a nice flicker coming in from Nerf Trex with that Bravest Fighter, but gets shut down. Almost getting the kill. Coco Pop's not successful. I mean, yeah, these are some fights, all right.
Yeah, bro, this is actually quite entertaining. I mean, it's just past the 10-minute mark. Fantasy does have that 5-kill advantage. almost a 2k gold lead. Let's call it a 1.4k gold lead, and let's settle the gold thereafter.
All right, we're looking at the Lord situation coming in from Fantasy, but Uranus, he needs to get some mana source. I feel like he's got the running the support emblem, so he's not got any sort of mana regen on his build, so he needs to be able to go back. And you know how Uranus has infinite HP essentially, but he's not got infinite mana. That's what he does not have. You know, we all look at the fight starting right here. NetherRealm has been committed, but there's a Fury of the Phoenix going to be able to keep them safe from that engagement so far. But there's the Bastion with the anti-heal, making sure that the Florin's not doing her job to its full extent. Oh, a nice 5-man stun coming in for the bravest fighter, but they're so tanky. I don't think they give it to us. As Nerf Tricks doing again another 3-man stun onto the enemy team of Fantasy, but they're still going. They still have juice in the bag. Granger managed to get the kill onto Hex Neko. As now we're looking at the fight turret. That's going to be the next member of Hexadecimals falling down. Coco Pops, you want more? It's a triple kill. Maniac! Long range snipe. That isn't basically another team wipe.
Yeah, that's the first Maniac in Conquerors of Dawn. So Coco Pops, GG's by picking up that Maniac. That's the first one of this series so far.
Great damage, dudes. I'm just looking at the play again. Not doesn't even have the Blade of Despair yet, and still pumping out this amount of damage. I think you probably might want to go for that last item, but a nice pickup from him is going to be that Sea Halberd, right? Anti-heal is the most important thing in this game overall, right? Both teams are extremely regenerative, and I'm a bit disappointed to see that there's only one anti-heal source on the side of Hexadecimals here. It's just that glowing one coming in from the Zetian. Meanwhile, you look at the other team, you know, you got the glowing one, you got the Sea Halberd and the Dominance Ice. So, we're looking at a fight top lane here. Nice stun coming out from that bravest fighter. He'll be able to get away with it. As we also see the Lord pushing it down in the bottom lane. Are they going to be able to defend this? Or at least defend a few towers? I don't think this is an ending angle though.
No, well, it's definitely an angle for Fnatic to get some pressure onto Hexadecimals, as we do see the Lord goes onto the tier 3 turret. However, we do see a double kill getting picked up at the tier 3 turret. Hexadecimals, they definitely need to back off and have faced the Lord at the Nexus. But Fnatic currently focusing onto this Nexus. This should be done. Yeah, GG's well played.
I did not think they were... I mean, GG's. I did not think they were going to end this at this point. That was quite a spectacle, actually. They managed to use their draft to their fullest extent, right? The fights were a little bit awkward earlier because they sort of didn't want to die on the side of Fnatic. They couldn't really die. But they couldn't really win either because they were just so tanky. But, you know, as I said, as soon as you get that Granger damage pumping in, it's over, right? They still don't die, and they have the damage output to back it up.
Yeah, indeed. So, yeah, Farum is picking up the MVP cupcake for the side of Fnatic, and Fredrin Hex Psycho picking up the MVP side of Hexadecimals. I think both teams should know what they will be facing off against in the second match. So let's see how this next draft is going to play out. I just quickly need to change this first pick over to Fnatic, and let's see what they do with the first pick.
Lotus, what do you think about that game? That was, I mean, there was quite not so much to say about it. I will agree here is that it was a bit of a stomp when it came to the right place, but the early game, in my opinion, was still 50-50, but I don't know what you thought.
I agree with the 50-50 part because there was still no telling which way the game would go. But a lot of factors of the game was itemization coming out from the side of Hexadecimals, and also decision making, because the Lapu Lapu, when he saw that there were kills to be made, he still went in despite being so low, which cost them team fights in the end, because then Fnatic killed the Lapu Lapu, managed to get some life steal and regen from it, and then they finished off the rest of Hexadecimals. So there was a lot of mistakes coming out from both teams during the entire match, and resulting also in Fnatic just capitalizing and winning.
Yeah, as you also do see Hexadecimals, they're missing a player here, so I don't know if they're the ones lagging in their own server. That's illegal.
Well, I mean, we have seen South African players versus South African players in the South African server, and one team still ends up lagging. So
That's fair enough, honestly. Yeah. Anyway, we are looking at all teams ready to go. This is going to be game number 2, match point for the side of Fantasy. Look, I think both teams definitely threw a wild card into this first draft. Both teams drafted quite similarly, I will say. You know, a hectic sustain with some high damage carry. But I think it's time for them to switch it up. I think that was a bit of a weird one. Both teams didn't look too comfortable. So maybe this time we'll see something a bit different.
well, I definitely hope so because, like you said, it was a bit awkward in the beginning. So after a while, if you start playing out of your comfort with very uncomfortable heroes that you don't always know how to layer the attacks, it makes the game a lot more difficult than it has to be.
True, as we are going to see the first ban coming through, Lancelot.
Your team
Um,
is banning.
Yeah, I mean, Lance I think he's still pretty strong, but in my opinion, not as strong as YSS. I think Lancelot is now a playable matchup.
Need no protection
Your
from the
team
rain.
is banning.
I wouldn't know much. I don't like assassins, so I don't think much about them. But Basha getting banned out, and Fantasy still going with the trend and just wants to get rid of Hesunshin as well. We don't want to deal with Lens. We don't want to deal with YSS. Throw them into the dustbin.
So true, so true. As now also looking at a situation where they're banning out the Bashir. I think I agree with that. The Bashir, I think, was the hidden MVP of that last match because of just how much anti-heal is providing his team, right? The anti-heal that goes above the anti-heal normally. And playing a Fredrin draft into that is really rough. Not being able to sustain anywhere near as much as you would without that Bashir in the pool.
True, and the thing was, what Fantasy did is they picked up a Uranus, and then
I
they
like
also
the 1-1 bans actually. 1-1 is a hero that's good on high MS. I mean, on low MS, not good on high MS. So that's a safe ban coming in from Fantasy. I wonder how their ping is, right? Because they're a Gaskin team. So far, I feel like Madagascan, the South African players going into Nigerian servers, it's been all right. It's about like 90 MS, but the Madagascans, I don't know, is it more?
To live.
that is actually interesting. We should actually ask the players later on. Feramus also getting banned out from the side of Hexadecimals. Feramus was an extremely big problem in the previous match as well, just giving too much sustainability to the side of Fantasy that Hexadecimals couldn't deal with.
Excuse me. Also, I don't know if I cut you off or not. Sorry, my headphones are broken right now. I have to keep adjusting them because the noise stops working. So I thought you were not talking, and then I realized my headphones are broken. So sorry if I cut you off, Mrs. Lotus. As we're now looking into Blitzo, picking up that CC first pick, nice and safe.
CC is still one of the best XP laners in my opinion because she's so anti almost every other XP laner. But Netflix currently showing us the Claude, but switches out with the Xborg. Xborg versus CC if both do end up on the XP lane. Which one wins that matchup?
I think it's CC. Well, I don't think so. I know it's CC. CC is quite a lane bully. Xborg, he's only a lane bully into certain matchups. But CC is not one of them. She can run him down, get rid of his Faraga armor, and then out damage him once he's got his actual HP bar in the pool. I expect Blitzo to win his lane pretty well unless he makes some mistakes.
Fair enough. Anti-hero also picked up the Farso, which is one of the strongest mages right now. Cupcake currently showing us the Sicilian. The only problem with the Sicilian is how long he takes to get his stacks.
Are everlasting.
I mean, the hero is still really good, man. I mean, you do need stacks to have a significant damage output, but I mean, just the hero in general just feels a bit too strong, just in the way that he uses the Sanguine Claws all the time and has that sustainability with the Bats Feast. It's just a solid pick this patch.
Fair enough. Cocoa Pops are also once again going with the Granger, and Netflix still. He's like, I want to play Claude. Guys, can I play Claude just once, please?
I mean, I'm a big hater of this hero. I think it's not that great in this patch. But my gold laner did pick it up in a classic game, and he told me that, look, you watch this, and he cooked. So, I mean, I'm still open to seeing this hero, actually.
Fair enough, but he rather opts for the Hereth, who is also a relatively good hero against the Granger, because if you can't go with an Aerithal against the Granger, another good one is Hereth against the Granger because of that high mobility.
Yeah, the Hereth indeed does have that good matchup, but Hereth has a hero right now, not feeling it. I feel like it takes a bit too long to get to the point where you actually can carry, and the Starlium side nerf I always talk about. One of the big reasons that Joy is also not the strongest hero right now. It's too painful. This nerf hurts the hero a bit too much. I'm not liking this Hereth pick as much as it would be a few patches ago.
As we saw on previous tournaments, after that Starlium Scythe nerf, is that Hereth can still cook a lot because it's not only the Starlium Scythe that he is so dependent on, but other damage items also like concentrated energy, helping him a lot. So I think he still is actually pretty decent. But the next picks coming out would be, once again, the Fredrin coming out from the side of Hexadecimals. The bands being Hayabusa, Lapu Lapu, Uranus, and Glue.
I don't mind the Fredrin pick. Doing some MOBA Zane stuff. Excuse me, watching too much S8. But the MOBA Zane, rest in peace, BTK. It's a reliable pick. Even if you can always pick a Fredrin, even if he's countered. But and you can get similar results done with it. It's quite a consistent hero, so I'm not minding it too much. They are playing into a Nakai jungle though. That's one of my favorites. Definitely an underrated jungle at the moment. I feel like you can get a lot done with the heavy spin. It acts as a bit of an assassin where it's like Kaja, right? You grab someone, you push them towards your team, and then that's how you get kills with this hero. Also, its damage output as well, pretty solid. Stacking HP to convert it into damage is a pretty good way to play the hero.
Fair enough, but as a whole, what do you think about Fanaticy's draft so far?
It's like blood.
I like it a lot. I think Fanaticy's draft is a lot better now compared to the first game where I think I favored Hexadecimal. Well, this draft is scary. I mean, they've got this Matilda Kai core coming in through, so they're gonna have a nice time in the jungle. Then you've got a nice EXP lane matchup with the CC into X-Borg. On top of that, then you got Cillian versus Fossa. I mean, that's gonna be about even. But then it's the Granger versus Hereth. Sure, Hereth might have a better time, but I feel like the hero doesn't scale to what it used to be. So I think overall, it's looking at a great draft from Fanaticy.
I do agree with you, but I'm liking the side of Hexadecimals a bit more because you can throw in the Curse of Blood with the Appraiser's Wrath, with the Feathered Airstrike, and then if X-Borg just also goes in with the Last Insanity into that entire combo, that would be amazing.
So
That's fair. Sorry?
Solar for Dave. They design and build modern, intuitive web and mobile apps, then help you launch and scale with confidence from discovery and UI UX to development, integrations and optimization. Trusted by startups and enterprise teams alike, with measurable wins like 70% infra cost reduction and CI/CD that makes shipping painless. Book a free 30-minute consultation at solarforday.com. Lotus, I'm going to tag you in onto this casting with Rika.
Okay. But when you throw in words like UI, UX, you make us poor people that are just into drawing but not technology feel very dumb.
Yeah.
But into the match we go.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Lotus, that I feel like there's a lot of team fights on the side of hexadecimals, and I think that they do have the better team fight. And if it goes in their favor, it will win for 5-on-5. But Akai is one of the heroes that is just you know, he disengages so well with that heavy spin.
And in the even in the 5v5s, total 5v5s, where hexadecimals come on top, he can just push everyone away with that heavy spin, like you say. So not only just engaging, but even disrupting their entire composition.
Oh, I think my audio might be cutting a little bit. Let me just try and fix that. Oh, there we go. Move a bit closer to my mic. Sorry, apologies if there wasn't. Yeah, I mean, you gotta look at this fight, this game starting up already. We're looking at a gold lead coming in from Fantasy without any kills. That's quite surprising. Also, ooh, a nice little raid coming in from the side. Gets the blue buff away from the fridge. Heavy spin. That was a picture perfect setup from the side of Fantasy.
Definitely, even Granger went in to go with help there. Harith's trying to farm as much as he can, but the side of hexadecimals, they did not expect that invade. You wouldn't expect such high aggression coming out from a team that's playing on high ping.
Yeah, that's 1,000 gold lead already at the 2-minute mark coming in for the side of Fantasy. Setting up themselves for this turtle here. Not level 3 on Jinx just yet, so I feel like their team fight is quite lackluster at this current moment. So they need to respect this. I think this is the way you give the turtle to the enemy. Yeah.
Sure, and even the Akai is already a level ahead of the Phrygian, so retry still isn't really going to work in this case. But the curtain... the Batsby's already going in, zoning out the enemy, but no kills just yet. It seems like Fantasy also wants to go in for a little bit of an invade, and Sicilian is just stacking up.
Yeah, it's hard right now for the side of hexadecimals here. They need, like, these team fight drafts. They're great. They're nice and reliable when it comes to that mid portion of the game, when it comes to winning consistently, but you need to set it up well. You can't. I mean, you can't just expect things to work out nice and easy. You need to wait for the item spikes to make it work. Anyway, we are looking at a little bit of a fight coming onto this Litho Wanderer. Scar is able to just scout out beautifully and make sure that if his panda needs to go in, he is there immediately with those guiding winds.
I think I'm lagging.
Oh, was it just Lotus lagging a bit? So
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Lotus.
Yeah, Rika, it's not you, it's me. My bad. I'm back now.
That's all good. We're looking at a little bit of a fight coming here in the bottom lane right here. It's going to be Psycho getting gone on with a heavy spin, but manages to dodge it out quite nicely. Rin needs to get away. There's the Curse of Blood with the Feathered Air Strike. It's going to be doing a lot of damage, but the Flickers come through, protecting themselves from that AoE damage. There's their Presence Rat doing quite a lot of damage as well to the side of Scar and Friends. With a 4-man knockup on that Circling Eagle. Beautifully setting up the fight for Cupcake to finish them off. And in the backline, Neko, he's gone out without his Faraga armor. And we'll get taken out for the count. That's going to be another kill onto Antier as well.
That was a lot of action, and the side of hexadecimals could have won that, but there was just a bit. The Sicilian damage did have a big factor in that going to the side of Fantasy, but there was a beautiful Curse of Blood coming out from the Carmella as well.
I think yeah, it was a great Curse of Blood, but just the amount of flickers used by the side of Fantasy, they respect that ability quite a lot. And, Curse of Blood doesn't really do much, even if you hit a few people, if they just flicker away from each other. Anyway, we are looking at the turtle getting taken down by the side of Fantasy here. He's got level 8 versus that level 6 on that Fredrin, so it's not going to be the easiest thing to retreat gap right now. He did just make level 7, but he's not even in position to try and contest it here. Needs to. I was like going to say, don't save your retreat for this. I mean, it's going to be a bit sketchy. Solo kill on the bottom lane coming in from that Granger as the fight continues top. Faraga armor popped by Neko right here. Rin has the heavy spin holding on to underneath that turret. Not the best angle for his team to follow up, but it works nonetheless as we're now going to see another kill onto that Fredrin with Anti-Hero just sitting there, flying around and watching his team fall down.
That was very difficult coming out from the side of Hexadecimals, but Fantasy managing to beautifully get the advantage during this game. They're definitely going to try to win this match point without having to go into the third match. And Granger already doing a lot of damage right now. Getting fed very early with 2-0 and 2.
Oh yeah, and look at this blue buff raid here. I mean, level 9 to level 7. This is a rough time for Fredrin at this current moment. We all look at the Bats Feast committed in by a cupcake. They're going to be able to chase a little bit, but not too far. They still hold that tier 2 mid tower as Coco Pop's coming in the lane as well. Anti-Hero wants to get something set up here, but it's not easy because you know that Rin is around with that heavy spin available to try and catch someone off guard. As now there's the Curse of Blood onto 2 people. It's not going to be much more than that, so I think they need to run away. Look at that Sicilian damage. It's cutting them down beautifully. Coco Pops with the killing spree. Not able to finish off the kills with that Destinata, but it doesn't matter. They have to run away nonetheless, and that is going to be a tier 2 tower taken by Fantasy.
But in the meantime, Export was going for the split push, managing to take the first turret in the favor of Hexadecimals. The thing is, even with Hexadecimals having the upper hand when it comes to team fight draft, they're just so far behind on farm right now that it doesn't help them much.
Yeah, ooh, Rin. I don't think you want to use the heavy spin on Fred. I feel like you want a better target with it. Sure, I mean the Fredrin is not tanky right now. I will put that out there. He is not going to be able to hold this good in this game. Oh my god, look at that Sicilian damage as well coming on to Anti-Hero. I don't know how many stacks he has. Well, even if I did know how many, I don't know how many is a good amount. But look at the damage! The Destinata comes through and blows up Anti-Hero.
Yes, and right now Kaya is just chasing the Hereth, who was split pushing, managed to bait out the heavy spin as well. But Fantasy going for the Jagular.
Oh.
Just as Hexadecimals' Hereth or Nefrix.
Yeah, maybe possibly a lag from a few members of Hexadecimals. I don't believe it would be coming in from Fantasy. They look pretty confident in what they're doing. For the side of Hexadecimals, I mean, listen, they need to pull it together here. They need Anti-Hero to come in with a beautiful set with that Curse of Blood, pair that with a taunt from Fredrin to make sure they lock down, and they're the Feathered Airstrike to finish the job. That's sort of what they want in their draft, and they have not managed to do that a single time this game. So I feel like one last little situation like that can put them into the game quite quickly if they manage to pull it off.
Definitely. We do see that the lag is coming out from the Xborg right now, but they are sorting it out very quickly. Thing is, itemization might also help for the side of Hexadecimals, but they're just so behind on farm right now, and Fantasy isn't pushing in the turrets so much, letting the minions go in, so they don't even have the opportunity to get the farm.
Yeah, and look, they can just retreat back on the side of Fantasy as well and get this Lord, which will spawn in about 9 seconds. So they can definitely look at doing a nice and aggressive ending angle from Fantasy. If they do this picture perfect, there should not be too much that Hexadecimals do, other than that one play, right? That Curse of Blood play. So I'm expecting to maybe see it come out.
If they can also make the Curse of Blood go in with the last Insanity, because then the damage would be like super big, even on the fed and farmed Fantasy, that could also buy them extra time, and right now that is what they need.
Indeed. As and looking at the items, let's have a quick look here. We got that Starlium Scythe picked up by Nefrix. Look, the item it's a bit washed. I feel like when you play Harith now, you need to be looking at maybe getting a Feather of Heaven first. That would be my idea of how to play this hero. Just because I think the Starlium Scythe is still necessary on him, but first item just feels not great anymore. Also, Fredrin doing that classic a brute force breastplate rush. I really like this build with the breastplate rush, but surprisingly not in this game. I think in this game it's not great because the idea of this item is to reduce the CC you take, make sure that you're going in aggressively. But this game, you need to be defensive, man. You need to tank up because no one else on your team is going to be able to do it. I mean, Carmella's barely finished off a dominance ice at about 8 minutes into the game. So you being the front line and being a bit too squishy with this item feels a bit iffy.
So what items would you rather suggest in a case like this?
I think definitely the main source of damage coming in from the side of Fantasy is the physical damage. I'm not saying this is good. I'm not saying this is a good pickup, but it's better. Okay, hold on. I'll explain it after the game here. If we are looking at possibly quite a short one here. Okay, no, we got some downtime. I would probably, in this dire situation, rush the antique cuirass, right? Like, you need to just hold this front line for your team. You're not going to be able to do damage if you're this far behind. This would have need to maybe be a decision that you make knowing you're going to lose. So, well, not lose, but excuse me. But knowing that it's going to be a hard game.
True, but it does seem like Fantasy might go for a wraparound play, trying to catch them out. Matilda also going in with the airwaves. Virgin taking so much damage, getting taken down by the Sicilian. Beautiful Curse of Blood. First, managing to take down the CC, so it's a 1-for-1 exchange.
Oh man, yeah, you can just see Fredrin just blew up and deleted from existence. They did get one kill, right, onto Blitz, so that's a nice one to get. They need any amount of gold that they can get their hands on at this current moment, but we're looking at the Lord charging it down here. For Fantasy, I don't know why, but they have not chosen to equalize any lanes. But maybe they're just confident. Maybe they just know that they can run it down in the mid lane and close up this series with a good set from Rin. As here we go, we are going to see the Tango and Cause landing onto Jinx. So far, there's an airstrike for a little bit of cover. Rin wants to go in with the heavy spin, but he's going to take quite a lot of tower damage. He falls down first. As now we're looking at the fight being a little bit in the side of Hexadecimal's favor, but the base is falling. No more minions, so they can't really hit it down anymore. There it is, again, with the bats throwing in from that Sicilian, taking down the immortality of Neko over there. I think that is a defense. I feel like they needed to equalize lanes. I don't know why they just ignored it, but anyway, it is.
Like you said, they probably maybe got confident. Now they thought, okay, let's not get so confident again. We still want to win this. Let's not get taken down with a ego.
True. Also, that heavy spin was not the greatest placement on it. A bit too aggressive with it. Taking a bit too many tower shots in the wrong sort of situation led to Rin's death there. But we're now looking at a situation where, you got this Lord spawning in here. I don't know if they're going to be able to survive another Lord fight, so Lord push. So what I really want to see coming in from the side of Hexadecimals is I want to see them go and contest this one. Do a last ditch stand to go in with that Curse of Blood. Lord is an area where lots of people group up together, so it's going to be the perfect opportunity.
So you want them to go in with high risk, high reward motives, but right now the risk for their side is pretty great because this is gonna be if Fantasy wins 2-1. But once again, the feathered airstrike with a beautiful Curse of Blood catching onto 3, but no one falling just yet. A lot of ultimates committed as well, but
the damage onto anti-hero coming in here. This could be an ending angle coming in from the side of Fantasy. The base wide open, but there's a bit of resistance. We're going to see anti-hero getting sniped out by that Granger. Excuse me. I got a frog in my throat. Hold up.
Would it end up as a princess?
I hope not. Anyway, we are going to see a lot of damage coming in from the Sicilian once again. They're diving into the fountain at this point. Psycho, he's got quite a lot of crystal energy to work with. Nice last insanity for the defense coming in from Neko, but the base is getting focused in by Blitzo. That's the end of the game. Fantasy will be your winners of the first match of the Group B group stage.
Victory!
That was well done from the side of Fantasy, but also from the side of Hexadecimals, they just struggled a bit.
A bit would be an understatement this game, I must say. But they did struggle quite a lot. I think this draft from Fantasy was a lot scarier than the first one. It is what it is. I like the draft though from Hexadecimals. There was a big team fight, but the Fantasy played around it so well, so it was just a bit difficult to sort of manage. But GG's. Scarpy, what do you think?
Bro, this was, in my opinion, this was a very much one-sided match. Also looking at the score, right, 14-3. Fantasy, part Madagascan, part South African team doing their job, and what was expected of them. And then just to answer some of the questions, right, so I spoke to some of the Madagascan individuals whilst we were in the drafting phase. So their ping is between 90 and 150. So there is a slight ping spike. South Africans play with 80 plus. Madagascar, it's only 10 ms differential. But nonetheless, this was a good match for the side of Fantasy. MVP going to the side of Cupcake with the Sicilian. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the evening. Apologies, we only have one match in store for you. Al Cartel will get a free pass tonight. It's 2 points, two matches going in favor of them, as Equinox has forfeited from the tournament due to exams and other internal issues. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It was Fantasy and Hexadecimals that opened up Group B for us. So tomorrow night, same time, same place, we'll be here at Waylander Gaming, continuing with Group B. We will see our Al Cartel in action tomorrow night. So very curious to see what they do against the team of Fantasy. But nonetheless, GG's well played to both teams, and hit that like, share, and subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen. Lotus or Seppi, any final words before we end the stream?
Can't wait to see everyone tomorrow.
Aquaday supremacy.
So you will see the intro has been updated. So what I did with the intro, there where I'm introducing the teams. Obviously, we are in the group stages, so I'm not going to put each matchup individually. That will be for the elimination brackets. So we will have some in-game clips there. But you will see Aqua Diaz and Saint Dynasty have qualified, and they've got that qualified stamp going through to the elimination brackets, which will be upper and lower brackets. So can't wait to reach that. But ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, and thank you for joining us one last time from the Waylander Gaming crew. We will see you tomorrow. Special shout out to Solar for Day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the early ball. The random drive is undenied on 2 speed. The major has been smart to be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies.